Topic I want to talk about today is protecting yourself when you're dating online. And every now and again, I am going to talk about vetting and safety with online dating. Okay. Most of you already know to never put your real name. Don't even put anything as it relates to your name in the dating profile. Okay. And the reason why is because when you put your name or even a name that's even close to your name in a dating profile, it is so easy for a person to look you up and know who you are. They'll know who you are, they'll know where you live at, they know everything there is to know about you. And that's the part that you want to keep private because when you're dating online, it you might not even be talking to that person tomorrow. So you definitely don't want to give the person your real name or even parts of your real name. If you're going to use something, I suggest you use something along the lines of back again, one. Use something along those lines. Just don't use your name. Number two, when you're going out on a date, so you've met someone, the vibe is good, and you're deciding to go out on a date with that person. This is for ladies. Few things. One, you need to put down the person's vehicle what they're driving. You need to put their online name that's in their bio. You need to also leave a phone number, okay? The time you left your house, and where you're meeting at. You need to have all of that at your house. And then what you should do is either take a picture of it and send it to your best friend or your friend. You need to have that information just in case anything goes wrong. When you're meeting someone for the first time online, you should be driving your own vehicle. Now, you have some people out here that'll say, hey, do you want me to come pick you up? The answer to that every time, if this is your first time meeting them, the answer to that every time needs to be no. That should go on until you feel comfortable enough to allow them to come to your house and pick you up. Other than that, it should be no every single time. They don't need to know where you live at. They don't. They don't need to know anything about you until you guys have established that there is a good connection there and if you guys want to pursue. So, number four, very first date should be in the day. It should be daytime. It should not be a night date. It shouldn't be where parking is secluded where no one can see where you're parking at. Your very first date, I always recommend a day date. Anytime a person is trying to convince you of a night date, a late night date, is something off there. Okay? I personally will not do it for my first date. And depending on how I feel, I might not even do it for the second date. But the very first date needs to be in a lit up area, a place where if you walk out, if you go to a restaurant and you walking out the restaurant, you can see your vehicle from the window of that restaurant, and so can everybody else that's inside of the restaurant. A, that date should not be where you parking in the back or you got to leave from in front of the restaurant and walk all the way to the back. Ever do this, ladies? It should be in a place where everybody can see you, just in case, okay? We got to put safety first when dating online. It's a must that you do that. Number five, when you're meeting a guy online and he lives in another state and you guys are trying to work out the details for him to come and see you or you to go see him, I recommend the first two dates he needs to be flying in to see you. And when he flies in to see you, he needs to have a proper hotel, not your house. He should never step foot in your house. If he offers to fly you out, the answer should always be no for that first date. Always be no. Unless you have family there in that state and they're going to be with you, that's one thing. But as far as a whole, even if he flies you out, you should definitely make sure that you have your own hotel, or if you're going to stay at a family's or something along those lines. But it should definitely not be with that person. You shouldn't even be going to their house that very first date. Nope. He can tell you where he live at, and you can ride past it and see what type of area that is located in. But as far as going to their house, no. As far as them flying you out, no. Don't do that. It's just not safe. It's truly not safe. When you start doing things like that, you're asking for trouble. Like I said earlier, make him get a hotel. If he can't afford a hotel, then he shouldn't even be coming up to see you at all. And you need to make that very clear. He needs to understand that he needs to get that hotel in advance. Because if things go left and he don't have a hotel to lay his head down, then he will be staying at the nearest gas station. What he should not be doing is staying in your house. And you need to make that very clear. Okay? You have to make sure that you are putting your safety first. So, don't allow a man to fly you out, and don't allow a man to come see you and think that he's going to stay at your place. That's a no no. That's a no no. That's not even up for negotiation. And if he try to be slick about it, oh, I forgot my credit card, or whatever shenanigans he try to give you, you need to let him know. Don't give him no money. Don't give him no nothing. Make him stand on his own 2 feet. Make him stand on what you all talked about before he came. Period. That's not even up for negotiation. Okay? You have to practice safety, y'all. You have to. All right.